Or the passage of every week that the two most common mistakes in exercise today are A, people don't train hard enough, and B, they train too much. About 40 years ago, some man whose name now escapes me said in print, that was about the time that the marathon workouts were starting, and he said something that I read and noted and now remember and should have paid attention to then and didn't have sense enough to. He said, perhaps instead of trying to determine how much exercise we can tolerate, perhaps we should be trying to find out how little exercise we actually require. Now, I'm certainly not against exercise. But to be of value, exercise must involve overload. If it doesn't, you're wasting your time. Once you have learned to spell your name, then no amount of practice sitting at a table writing your name thousands and thousands or millions of times will improve either your spelling or your vocabulary. You can now do that. If you want to increase your ability in spelling or your vocabulary, you better practice words that are impossible, momentarily impossible. And the same thing is true physically. If you can do it, then doing it won't do you any good. It may retain your existing ability, but it will not build any new ability. Exercise without overload is worthless. It's a waste of time. Exercise with overload is difficult. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. At times it's painful. But if you're not willing to pay that price, then don't bother. You're wasting your time. It is a signal to your body that your presently existing level is inadequate to meet the demands that you are imposing upon your body. Therefore, if you're going to overload your body, you're going to send it a signal to grow, and it won't grow without that signal. If you're going to send it a signal to grow, then you must overload yourself.